Hey guys, welcome to my stuff. My name is T2 and today I'm going to build this router lift. So first of all, this is a build inspired by Jay Bates. If you're interested, you can go check out his video first in the description. I have already pre-assembled all the parts and now I'm assembling back the router lift. Right now I'm making the right and left wing that supports the whole entire router system. And when you're making the wings, be sure to make sure that all the parts are square to each other so that the router can function normally and be square to the table. So this is the part that holds the router itself. It's made out of 3/4 inch plywood, and here's the backer piece. It's fastened with 2 maple strips so that I can slide the router up and down on the wind sides. And the part that actually holds the router is 2 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood laminated together at a 45-degree angle with a slot that can insert a band clamp. And the entire system is fastened by bolts, washers, nuts, wood screws, and wood glue. And here's the slots that I was talking about that can insert band clamps in there. And then I can slide my router in and tighten the band clamps. So here's the front piece with a slot so that the router can be clamped on when moved up and down. Then I can fasten the right and left wings to the front piece itself and make sure all the parts are square to each other before you fasten it. Here's the top with the insert cutout already, and then I can fasten the entire base system to the top. And this is why it's important to let all the pieces be square to each other, because the router rides along the surfaces of all pieces. And here you can see how the router will be clamped onto the front piece and the slot. And then I can move on to the lift mechanism itself, which is just a piece of plywood. You can also use a metal bar here, but I don't have it, so I use a piece of plywood. And then I use a 3/8 inch bolt with 1 washer and 2 nuts to act like a lock nut. But if you have a lock nut, you can also use that too. And then you can see I'm tightening themselves together here. And at last I added this PVC dust collection thingy, so I don't have to use my fence for dust collection every single time, which is very convenient. And finally, I installed my router lift to my homemade table saw station. And yes, there is a upcoming video about it, so please stay tuned for that. And here I'm showing you the test of the dust collection result. As you can see, the dust collection is pretty nice considering that this is through a 1 1/4 inch hose. And it's pretty convenient too, because you can just sweep off the sawdust on the top of the table into the shop vac. So here's the overview for the router lift itself. There are 2 insert plates, and one of the insert plate is the big insert, which works with the built-in dust collection system. And the other insert plate is just a piece of plywood with a hole in the center, and then that works with a router fence. And here's the homemade router fence that I have. The fence is made by 2 pieces of plywood, and I just brat nail them together. And then on the back there is a box for dust collection. Here's the hole, and there are 2 T-nuts in the table that I installed, and that works with the plywood knobs that I made to lock the fence into place. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on all those social links on the right. And if you enjoy this content, please consider support me on Patreon or Amazon affiliate links down in the description. Like, share this video, do whatever you can, and as always, stay fresh and keep making.